Yes, they are. So he's got a Vaseline cover that's gone already.
I was going to say, he's not going to last
Now
long.
the negative for Alan Herrera is much of that Vaseline has gone straight into his eye.
Yeah.
It only takes one punch and it goes.
Yeah, they obviously haven't got adrenaline in the corner.
Unacceptable.
But honestly, that last round, I saw some bad signs with Will. He was shaken badly. He was looking at a vacant look at one stage there. He's looking composed again now. Good right hand from Will Tomlinson. Yeah. Has he got a second or third wind?
Crowd has brought right into this one live at Challenge Stadium. We hope you have too, wherever you may be watching, not only around Australia but around the world. Welcome to a little bit of Aussie boxing.
As Lincoln Hudson said, you're well in front. You're a mile in front. No, I really think he's well in front. Look at that beautiful boxing from Will Tomlinson.
Yeah, that is class. That is class from Tomlinson.
He's got his second or third win here, and he needs it. Round 10.
Nice straight shots. Beautiful straight jabs from Will Tomlinson.
He's digging deep, Will Tomlinson. He's championship material. There's no doubt about that.
Debuted against Jerry Spinides for the second round KO back in July 2007. 4 years, 5 months on. He would love for a late knockout here to capture his first version of the world title.
Honestly, I can't see him knocking this guy out. I cannot see it. It's a possibility the other way. Andy, I think it's a possibility the other way, but even though Will...
Oh, Tomlinson.
Yeah, lovely.
There's just a very simple number 2.
Oh, lovely shot from Will Tomlinson. Boxing beautifully.
Boxing beautifully, not engaging in the brawl in round number 10 with just under a minute to go.
Boxing clever. What he needs to do.
I thought the defining fight in the decorated but maturing career of Will Tomlinson was undeniably the third round KO victory over Verquan Kimbra.
Yeah, that was on the world stage too. It was a great victory for him.
Going to the body, changing levels was Herrera.
30 seconds remaining, round 10 into the championship rounds. Beautiful stiff jab from Tomlinson. Oh, lovely uppercut
from Tomlinson.
Oh, he's wobbling
a little bit here on Alan Herrera.
It's the first time I've seen Herrera wobble. He was hurt.
They've both taken so much punch. Oh! Tomlinson trying to finish it here in the 10th with a big right hand.
Herrera exhausted as well and hurt. What a fight this is.
What a fight and what sportsmanship.
Whoa. Wow.
Will Tomlinson combination punching round number 10, throwing him in bunches.
Yeah, nicely put together by Will Tomlinson. Look at that shot there. Lovely little uppercut, steps to the side. Right hand, left hook, right hand, and Herrera wobble. Exhaustion and a culmination of all those shots that Herrera has taken so far. We're into the championship round.
Round 11. 2 rounds or 6 minutes remain, and so much respect centering. The boys touch them up prematurely. They wish it was round 12. It's not, but it thoroughly deserves to go to round number 12.
And you know what? It's thoroughly deserving of a vacant world championship. As you said, the IBO not the most recognised body, but this is the door opener for Wild Will Tomlinson. He wins this title. The world's his oyster. And for my money, he's pretty well in front on points, but he's not out of it yet. He's still in dangerous territory.
This has turned so many times. You wouldn't be surprised if there is one more shift in momentum, change of script perhaps, as Herrera continues to dominate that middle portion of the ring.
And those body shots that Herrera lands in close, they're vicious, like a bolo right to the body and left rip to the body. They take their toll as the rounds go on. Beautiful jab from Tomlinson, moving, boxing well.
And boxing well, but boxing predominantly from his heels, from the back foot, if you like. Oh, Tomlinson with a short left hook in the middle of the combination.
This is a quality world title fight. This is a real good fight.
He has got to keep out of range. He's got to keep out of that dirty boxing area that Herrera just loves, that he thrives in.
Honestly, Will Tomlinson deserves a lot more coverage than he's getting so far when he's taking on international opponents like this, and like some of the guys he's already beaten, like Ray Labeo, for example, for the WBO title. And, I mean, you know, this is a quality fight. The public need to get behind this boy, Wild Will Tomlinson. For mine, he's on his way to this world title.
Tries to go over the top of that chiseled left shoulder of Alan Herrera, does Tomlinson.
Oh,
a nice uppercut and then a straight right.
Got another butt. He copped another butt.
No punch. Step.
We're going to head into the final round because we've got just over 30 in the penultimate remaining.
Yeah, he's boxing smart, Will Tomlinson, in these last couple of rounds.
And our referee, Stevie Smoker, has not had to do a great deal of work at all in this fight.
You like to see a referee that lets the boys fight, lets the corners, if you know, it's obvious they know what they're doing, which they do, especially in Will Tomlinson's corner, and a bomb of a right hand from Tomlinson. But I think he can take the corner stool out with him, and he's still not going to dent this very tough Mexican lad.
He's been stopped only once inside the distance. Tomlinson struggles. Last couple of seconds of the round. And Herrera with a wry smile on his face.
I'll tell you what.
Wants a little bit more.
The last round's going to be a cracker.
Don't worry about what I'm doing. You have 3 minutes and you are world champ. Right, now let's shut these cuts, buddy. We're going to shut this in. You've got 2 minutes. Okay? What I need from you is this. Close your eyes, brother. I need total. Last one. Touch him in the centre. God bless you. Okay. Listen. 3 minutes is a world champ. You don't need to make any fuss. So all you do on the face. You know what we said about concentrate? Yes. It's your fucking last round to concentrate. You have done everything you want for this round, mate. This finishes round nicely. You don't have to be a fuck.
Replays from round number 11. And they went at it.
To the final round, round 12.
And they went at it big time. Here we go. The 12th and final round for the vacant IBO Super Featherweight Championship of the World. Alan Herrera from Mexico. Will Tomlinson from Australia. Tomlinson with 3 cuts around his eyes. Herrera with 2. And Tomlinson in the corner of that final round was instructed, don't engage, be sensible, be smart, at your pace and at length. First thing he does is throw the big right hand.
Yeah, he can't help himself. That's why they call him Wild Will. He's a warrior. Get behind him, the Australian public. This is what a boxer's all about.
And they continue in round 12 where they left off at the end of round 11.
Herrera looking for the knockout. I reckon he must know that he has to score a knockout. It's the only way on my unofficial scorecard he can win this fight.
Both guys have pushed through fatigue, through the pain barrier, not once, not twice, but several times.
Yes, they've dug deep, both fighters.
It's
Very
almost
deep.
to the point these two guys are doing it on instinct and instinct alone. This is why you do the gym work.
That's right. After about 7 rounds, you're on your, you're beyond exhaustion. You're honouring your inner will and your inner conditioning, what you're used to doing round after round, day after day in the gym. And this is when it really, really sorts the men from the boys in these championship rounds. And both these lads should be commended because they're both serious warriors. This has been a classic championship fight.
90 seconds remain. Is there one more twist? Maybe one more turn? in a battle for the vacant IBO Championship of the World at 130 pounds.
Just over a minute to go. For my unofficial scorecard, Wild Will Tomlinson on his way to the World Championship.
Up next, the WBC Cruiserweight Championship of the World is on the line. The champion, Krzysztof Włodarczyk. The challenger, Danny Green. Then Chris John, Stanislav Murderov. Our final event of the night. But the main event, Green and Włodarczyk, is up next. What a semi-main this has been. Or co-main, if you like. Popping out the left hand still, Tomlinson. Circling back, circling left, trying to avoid that one big shot, that one last hope of Alan Herrera.
30 to go, 30 seconds to go. Will Tomlinson's on his way to the IBO vacant Super Featherweight Championship of the World.
Tomlinson on the back foot. Herrera closes in for one more dig. Tomlinson looks up at the big screen. He can see the timepiece. He knows there's not long left. Wherever you're watching, around Australia at Fox Sports venues or Main Event Television, you've just seen 36 of the best boxing minutes you will ever see. And while Will Tomlinson may well be Australia's latest world champion, look at the emotion in the corner, the relief, the fatigue on the shoulders of BHS principal Fidel Turkle. Little Lincoln Hudson is there as well. And Tomlinson with the hands raised. Not officially, not yet, but the hands are raised.
Mate, if he doesn't get it, I'll go he.
He was anxious this morning when I sat down with Wild Will. Maybe that anxiety, those nerves, and the anticipation were well and truly worth it. Because he could be heading on a plane tomorrow back to Sydney with 16 pounds of gold. Run us through the highlights, Barry.
Yeah, good. Look at that uppercut there. Will was wobbled early there, but I tell you what, he boxed well in the last round. Herrera, I think, knew that he had to win by knockout on my unofficial scorecard. But still, look at that, big punches, left hooks. This has been a classic championship fight. Some of the earlier action. Will Tomlinson copying shots there. He was definitely badly stunned there.
Okay, Will Tomlinson cut in the 4th round, cut in the 6th round, Herrera cut in the 8th, and Tomlinson again in the 8th.
Oh. Oh, what a fight.
What a performance Will Tomlinson and Alan Herrera have put on, and there is the jubilation, the emotion, an outpouring of. Wow. Up next, Danny Green, Krzysztof Włodarczyk, and that is a hard act to follow.
Sure is.
It is time to make it official, so let's go centre ring to Glenn Wheeler.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we announce the result, please put your hands together for what was a spectacular bout this evening. For Wild Will Tomlinson and explosive Alan Herrera. A cracking fight going all the way. 12 sensational rounds. Right down to the wire. Boxers to the centre.